And welcome back to the long run, where we are playing Reikon as part of the Tales of the Labyrinth trilogy. The last time we beat the game, but we are not done with the game yet, because we still have, once I turn my controller back on, we still have whatever this is, the Dream Zone. Which the first couple of floors of weren't too hard. But now we're dealing with things that destroy my face continuously. But as long as I keep continuing, I'm pretty sure this is going to be eventually beatable. If for no other reason than pure attrition. Still have no idea what Dream Souls do. Oh jeez. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Jack didn't do that in his first appearance. Nice of you to stay in the poison pool, though. That's much appreciated. Made you a lot easier to destroy. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, now Jack be dead. Anyway, that is the path forward, but there's still some goodies to be had on this floor somewhere. There we go. Like, at least, even if I'm taking a lot of damage, I'm also dealing a lot of damage, so there's that. Well, did you get a good look? You really do just look just like him, but shiny. Well, it makes sense. We both came from the same person, after all. Holm gets a whole other version of him, and I just get some dumb bracelet? It's hardly fair. It's a cool bracelet, though. It's fun. As much as you look like him, you really act different. But even the other one, who calls himself Holm, looks and acts different from when he was alive. Must be because he's so dead. You don't just bounce back from that like nothing happened. And I'm different too. Sometimes I can barely remember what it was like before I died. Was I a better person? Was I free from all this anger? You're thinking way too hard about it. Just like with Home, I think the real you is underneath all that somewhere. You're not all that different from when you were alive. Thanks. Sure. Even though I never met you and you're just a figment of your old self dreamed up by Home, I'm sure he got you pretty close. And you ruined it. But yes, for those of you just joining in, which is mostly zero, we now have 4 people in our party. Like a proper RPG for party members. Okay, cannon over there. Two more Dream Souls for the pile. And another two. What do they mean? Who knows? Well, I'm dead. Well, maybe not. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to be alive for much longer at the current rate, though. Oh, geez. There we go. I was going to be surprised if I actually made it through that room without dying, but had to happen at some point. Now what's over here? Nice of them to put the heart and the mask in two different sections. I got one of the keys. And there's the other key. Now one of these paths is going to lead to a goodie. One of these paths is going to lead to the next area. And this is the one that has the goodie in it. Another life orb. That takes us up to 6 for this post-game zone. Okay. One more floor done. We're up to F11. We're running out of F keys pretty soon here. One more dream soul up to 35 for whatever that happens to mean. 6. Nothing in this room. I do kind of wonder how the generation for this works. Oh, jeez. I would like to not get missiled, please. Although I think the missile actually did touch me there and didn't really do anything other than cause a blip of damage. Hoping that one of them would drop some health. So down here and up there. And this is the mini-boss room. Oh my goodness. Well, you're excited. Okay. Mini boss done. Oh, 'tis the season and all that, Zero. Tis the season to be spooky. Also, 'tis the season to be pumpkin. I always wanted to be a pumpkin. I would like to not die. Oh, thank goodness. What is that? PK fire. Okay. Yeah, that indeed went to heart. But I don't really like Heart's fighting style. I still feel like if I'm gonna get anywhere in this, it's probably going to be with Flecked, unless I have to use someone else. Alright, we're on a boss floor. Ooh. Ah! Fucking phantoms. I'm going to guess that, oh, geez. More phantoms. I'm going to guess that this hurts me. Alright, I can't do anything here at all right now. So I should have gone down here first in the first place. Okay. I thought I saw a health drop over there. But it was just a stupid acorn. He... Oh god damn it, really? I was not expecting for the fire to stop existing. Well... Alright, got both keys. So I understand the meta of this area. There are 2 keys, 2 locked rooms. One of them moves forward, one of them gives you something. And these spikes do indeed hurt, so don't stand in that. I hope it's not the season to be jolly. I'm not a particularly jolly person. Ah. No. Okay, we're fighting Jandra. You may remember her from the previous game. And just sit in the poison. Let's take damage for nothing. Ooh, man. That was way too close. And the problem is, in trying to get the treat for this zone, now I'm dead. So hopefully, it does look like the boss stays dead though, because like, the boss room is still gray. So I don't have to fight Jandra again. And in this room we find, after we've dealt with this phantom, death. So I died trying to find death. I guess I succeeded. I failed successfully. I've always loved the rain. Gray clouds, sound of the raindrops, the nice smell in the air. In a dream, you can walk on the cloud tops above and not even get wet. Let's go exploring and have some fun. Yeah, let's do it. When you're in a good mood, it's not like you. Been thinking about what you said. So what if this is all just a dream? Sure, it's all a big escapist fantasy, but does that really matter? Here, both Fleck and Heart are alive. I get to spend time with them. I get to say all the things I didn't get to say. It's harmless, right? There's no reason I shouldn't relax and have a good time. Glad you're seeing things my way. Everyone needs some time to unwind once in a while. Reality can wait. Yeah, reality can wait. That's a good motto. Reality can wait. Beam so. God damn it. Just sideswiped me. Oh, two of them. Okay, cool. Oh, this is a neat room. Really appreciate how this room is destroying my face. Yeah, I guess the correct solution here is you use home and just float over the spikes. And here I am just being stubborn using Fleck instead. Just for how, like, powerful she is, especially in large rooms. And like against those plants, you can still keep damaging them, even if they're closed. There's a second key. This is the moment I may have to sneeze here. I did have to sneeze. Wait for that fire to go out, eventually. You waiting for the shockwave? I wasn't exactly sneezing at the speed of sound here. Gotta sneeze fast. Sonic the Big Nose. And this is the exit room. Now we've opened that up. But it is still imperative to find the other locked room. There's too much stuff in this room. Please eliminate 50. 50 what? I don't know. So there definitely are not 50 enemies in this room. But there are two of these assholes. Huh. So this wasn't even the locked room. Here's hoping it at least has... Nope, didn't even have any dream shards. Alright, give me a second. Since I did sneeze, I also now need to blow my nose. Ladies and gentlemen, phlegm. Anyway. Oh, we got Metal Blade. Metal Blade belongs to you. So Heart has all of his moves now. And now I have to fight my way through all of this again. Including these two assholes. Surrounded by assholes! Of course, whenever I have the opportunity to just leave a room without killing everything, I'm going to take that opportunity. Okay, floor 14. We're at 6 of 8. 6 of 8 life orbs in the dream zone. Cool. That sure is a room. And that room has a key in it. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to use home at least for this room. Yeah, especially since the key was in the middle of the abyss. Okay, back to flight. I am glad at least that I do get to continue. I know I've said that like 3 times now, but it continues to be true. There we go. Unfortunately, we still have a treat to go find. I guess it's also kind of thematically appropriate for Halloween season. One room has a trick, the other room has a treat. I need to clear this room with home, or else just die. I mean, for optimal results, you do kind of need to take both, yeah? Well, I got some health back. Ah! That was avoidable damage for sure. I mean, most damage is avoidable damage, let's be real. It doesn't matter of what are you doing to avoid it. There we go. Shadow Magnet. And that goes to Deflect. That's a pretty good attack, honestly. Yeah, I was a little bit wondering, like, all of those attacks that were in the previous games, surely they must figure into this one somewhere, right? And yeah, they wait until the post-game area to reveal most of them, as well as even a couple of new ones with Heart. Okay, I can at least make it to the next floor, where there's this like little space here for some reason. It definitely seems like it wants to make me use Fleck here, even if I wasn't already. Good thing that Fleck is, like, generally the most powerful. Not necessarily the strongest, but in my opinion, the most powerful. And all of this dying is Mostly as a result of me kind of abusing that and also not being the best at this video. Another dream soul. Oh good, reverse controls. How I didn't miss thee. Would really like to be able to get on the surface somewhere. There we go. And then press all of the incorrect buttons trying to put down my poison pond. Or puddle or poison field. There we go. You know, the thing where I just put a whole bunch of passive damage on the floor. There's 2 locks here. I only have 1 key. Which means I'm going back. Bye! Basically, I saw this this spike floor and I was like, nope, not dealing with this. How wrong I was. Probably not necessary for me to... Oh, there we go. That is exactly why I was doing that. Because you don't know which rooms are kill rooms that will lead to additional dream shards that still have a nebulous purpose. Ah! There we go. And that was the key. That's cool that you're bouncing right there and blocking me out of the entrance. Pretty sure I've already killed everything in this room. Okay. Try up first, and that's where the goodie is. The goodie and the baddie, the trick and the treat. That is life orb number 7. Here's our boss, Canadian Tire. That's a cool, weird explosion we have there. How about you come hang out in this poison field? It's super cool. See, I'm walking around in it just fine. Not taking any damage at all. There we go. Tire has been banished. This place, it's like an underwater cavern. I'm sure she would have liked it. Naya, I never liked her. You just appeared in our town one day. You were so excited to have another kid around. She caught your interest immediately. But I liked it better when it was just the two of us. She barged in and ruined everything. Still, I never would have guessed what she really was. She seemed just like a normal kid. Even now, it's hard for me to believe. Sometimes I wonder how much of it was an act. Did she really care about us? Even just a little? Isn't it obvious? It was all a game to her. That horrible little witch was playing us from the start. And you could be right, but that's not what I want to believe. Home, you can be so pathetic. If she appeared right now and asked for your forgiveness, you'd give in. And you'd believe everything she said, right up until the part where she killed you again. I just want to see the best in people, because the alternative is just too sad. You know, Fleck looks a lot like Naya. Just saying. No diagonal shenanigans from that one. Oh my goodness. I actually completely lost track of where I was. Okay. 2 more Dream Souls, I'm up to 50 now. Nice round number. We're still going though. More ghosts. More Dream Souls. Also trying to keep an eye out for my poison attack. Get out of my face. There we go. Trying to refill it as quickly as I can when it goes away. Oh, and now there are just also turrets that I can't do anything about. And that also keep firing once the rest of the room is dead. Oh boy. Somehow got out of that with still on my 3rd bar of health. Was barely clinging on to it though. And there we go. There we go. Okay, locked door here, which contains a treat. Provided, of course, that I don't die. I mean, technically, even if I do die, and just come back and try this again. 5 souls. Also, I keep calling them shards when they're dream souls. Nothing in this room, because if there was, I probably already got it. Oh boy, adding fucking turrets to this whole shebang. And a phantom, just to round it off. Alright. F17, we are well beyond our row of F keys. But yeah, I can't imagine this going for 100 floors. Like, the most likely maximum that I could conceive is 24. Maybe 30 if you really want to push it. But that's pushing a lot of it. Okay. Key in this room. Key in the door. Step on the floor. Note on the table and a meal in the microwave. Many things to go into the shoebox. The shoebox of lie-yi-yi-is. You know, when I was a kid, I thought it was the shoebox of life. Because, like, I only ever heard the song on the radio, right? And sometimes things don't come through on the radio as well as you would like them to. Oh. Locked door here. What lies beyond this bunch of goons? Oh my goodness. Also, when I was a kid, an uncle of mine got to go to a Bare Naked Ladies concert. I did not realize that this... Boink? Oh. Targeted blank. Neat. And I'm still gonna use Flect until I no longer can. But yes, an uncle of mine got to go to Bare Naked Ladies concert, and like, today me wishes I could have gone too. I really would like that that room clear. That would be super useful and handy right now. Oh my goodness. You've never been to a concert? Huh. Let's see, which concerts have I been to? I have been to Shania Twain was the first concert I ever went to. Like the first like real concert. I went to like a couple of music shows as a kid, but not like in a concert hall. But yeah, Shania Twain I'm pretty sure was the first one. I've seen Trooper. I've seen Aqua, Prozac. Oh shit, it's Naya. I've seen Metric. I've seen July Talk. I think that's everybody. Oh, and I also once had a ticket to go see Weird Al, but he canceled. Self-care, what is this? Some sort of charity stream? Also, I just realized I seem to have all of the spells now. Unless there are 2 more spells in the lower row for everyone to use. I'm trying to think if I took one of my antacids, and I don't think that I did. The only way that I could make sure is by counting all of them, but I'm... I'm going to put this here, and whether I take it now or in an hour from now, like, I would like to make sure that I did take it or not. Anyway. Small floor. Ah. Life orb. Yeah, just stay over there. It's perfectly fine. Unfortunately, she kind of got banished while she was phased out, but whatever. You did such a great job in that last battle, Home. Just standing there on the sidelines and letting me do all the work. I think so? It was nothing much. Don't be so modest. You've grown a whole lot since we first met. Ooh. Keep up the good work, champ. Oh, you just got to first base. Oh no, what did I just do? Well, you puckered up like this, and, No, what I mean is, it didn't really hurt. It's just, this is so embarrassing. What you mean? Girls are icky with their cooties and everything, but you look like you're having fun. But I made it happen. She never would act like that. It's all because this is my dream, it's pulling stuff from my head. Isn't that wrong? Are you sure she'd never do that? I don't know. I don't know if I'd even want her to. I don't have any idea how she felt about me. We never got that far before she... Geez, now you're crying again. Take it easy, buddy. I didn't even know you liked her like that. Neither did I. What got into him? And then, despite the fact that everyone went to the left, I'm going to the up. Nothing here but a locked door. I don't know for sure what game this is from, but I have a funny feeling that it is probably Xenoblade 1. Because this just feels like a very Xenoblade song. It's been long enough that since I played Xenoblade 1 that I don't really remember the music that well. Phantom. One more dream soul for the pile. And two more. Well, here is the gauntlet room. No, I don't even know where I am. Okay. Yeah, like, to me, that's kind of the worst thing is when there's so much happening on the screen all at once that you don't even know where you are on the screen anymore. Reverse controls. God damn it, I wanted that health. I may have come out of that with more health than I got in with, so there's that. Ah. Nothing here. Key in this room. That is. Ah. Right. Have to use poison, as that was wind element. Wind enemy is continuing to be the most asshole thing in this entire series. Okay, maybe not the most asshole thing, but the most annoying for sure. Just because, like, everyone's base weapon is wind aspected. Okay, empty room. It's fine. Yeah, why did those phantoms come up when there was still a witch on the field? I want to at least see what's in here. I didn't take a look at the map fast enough. Also just realized that I kind of forgot to hydrate, so I just did that now. Also hydrated the floor just slightly. Fortunately, it's water. I'm not too worried about it. Alright. Back to the mini-boss room. As quickly as I can. As Canadian as possible, given the situation. Given the circumstances. That's what it is. In case you're wondering what I was going on about there. So there was this contest at one point. I don't remember exactly, like, what the deal was with the contest. But, the goal was to complete the sentence as Canadian as blank. So, like, as Canadian as maple syrup, or as Canadian as hockey, or whatever. You get the idea. But the winning entry was someone who submitted as Canadian as possible given the circumstance. Which is a very creative way of filling in that blank. I am going to die again. But not before getting this key and using it on this door. This is where the goodie is. If I can at least survive this room. Which it looks like I probably can. 5 more dream souls. No, not this room. Yeah, I knew I was gonna die there. That was unavoidable at that point. By which I mean, I was not going to be able to personally avoid it. At that point. My good chum. It's boss time, Mr. Guys. We're fighting 2 of them, Hito and Jack. Oh dear. Well, I almost got Jack down. There we go. Now it's 1-on-1, buddy. There we go. Okay. How much more of this is there? Hey, you got a problem with me? Now, what would give you that impression? I'm not stupid, you know. You've been treating me like trash since the moment I joined. I don't have the patience for someone as hot-headed and full of himself as you are. Can't we just pretend that the other doesn't exist? This is about when we met before, isn't it? When you try to make me into a mindless attack dog against Ghost Mommy? Oh, please, it should have been obvious that taking out Venice was the best thing for everyone. And from the beginning, you were so much stronger than home. But you were so consumed by hatred, you couldn't think straight. You were just as blind as those other Yurei. You're just mad because you couldn't manipulate me like everyone else. You got those wisps to do your bidding, then you went for me at home. That's how you are. You don't want to soil your hands, so you make everyone else do your dirty work. Perhaps you're right. Huh? I've used people, played them like pawns on a chessboard with no thought for who they were. When I think about what I did to home, it wasn't fair. But what choice did I have? It was all for a greater good. Given the choice, I'd do it all over again. But that doesn't mean I don't regret it. I can't stand your type. Wretched, selfish, and calculating. Still, we should make an effort to get along. Don't you think it's what home would want? I'm sorry, that was wrong of me. It's almost like a reflex at this point. You're a sharp one, I'll give you that. Look, we may not ever be friends, but there's no sense in antagonizing each other. So I'll try to be more fair with you. Fine. That doesn't mean I have to like you. Friggin'... Can you please not reverse my controls? You know what, let's just use it here and hope for the best. Yep, it is the tree. With a lot of stuff inside. But for my troubles, I get a dream soul. Maybe, like, getting all of these dream souls changes the ending some? Okay. That was a very short floor, actually. The minimum 5 rooms. Like, if you think about it, a floor has to be at least 5 rooms. One room is the entrance. 2 rooms have keys. Those same 2 rooms have doors. Or maybe one of those rooms and the entrance has a door. And then you have the trick room and the treat room. So if you end up with a floor with a floor with only 5 rooms, that's as small as those go. Nothing in this room. Also nothing in this room, but I did have to clear everything out to continue. I was worried there that I would have to find a way to get to that one in the corner there, but didn't need to. 5 more Dream Souls. Yeah, at this point, I'm probably not going to find much else than more Dream Souls. Because, like, I got all of the other things. Like, unless there's still a weapon or two hidden somewhere. And I died to the Phantom. Oh, it's this asshole. I don't know. Nope, that's not it. Thunder would be stone, right? There we go. I got to use my entire party for that one. Also, I transposed my weapons again. Ah. But yeah, like the cutscene that we got at the beginning of this segment doesn't really imply that we're almost done. In fact, it kind of implies that we're still going to be going for at least a little bit more. How do I get over there? Oh. Only way I could think to do it. Using Blake? Five more Dream Souls and we'll be up to 100. Does that mean anything? Who knows? This is a realm of chaos where nothing means anything. Hito and Will. Oh dear. Okay, Hito's dead. Again. And Will is dead again. We still haven't found the treat for this section. Even if it does end up just being more souls. Which at this point, what else would it be? More death. That's what it can be. Even more death. This game has become too action, too fast, too furious. In fact, maybe even 3 fast, 5 furious. This means you need to downshift more. What is this initial D? More souls! I have 101 souls. $101 Dalmatian souls. Not sure what I'm going to do with all of them. Art, are you okay? You've been acting a little strange. That's some real tact right there. I'm sorry, I'm just worried about you. Of course, just like always. Just like any good friend would be. You just don't get it. You really like her, don't you? Her? You mean Flecht? Well, sure, I like basically everyone. Don't play dumb. We've been friends for like 200 years now, I can tell. The truth is, I don't know. She makes me feel strange and excited. And then there was that kiss. It was so confusing. But it wasn't even her. Why did I do this? You're like a little kid, so confused about these things. It's always been like that, even before we died. But I could always see how things work. And the worst part was that I knew you were like me. So that was never like you? Well, not exactly like me, because with you it could be anything. I'm sorry, I really don't understand. God, you never change. Always so oblivious. You would act funny around people, special people who caught your eye. It was like they became your entire world, and that would just disappear. I could always see it happen, even though you didn't know yourself. And that's what hurt the most, because even though we were always together, it was never me. I acted funny? Don't make me spell it out. Homie, you're such an idiot. There were a few times you tried to say stuff like that, but I never really understood. Maybe I didn't listen hard enough. If I had been a better friend, maybe things could have turned out differently. And it seems pretty clear what Heart's motivation is. Oh. Get thing. Preferably before they shoot at me again. I have to use... God damn it! Stop making my controls reversed. Holy shit. Like, reversing controls, especially in like a high action state like that, is just really not cool. I think that gave me a health drop, which ain't much, but okay. Get the key before I die. And then I die. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Like, how much longer is this, is the thing. I'm gonna say this, I'm going to go, even if I have to go overtime a little bit, I'm going to get to floor 30. If it goes beyond that, then that's gonna have to be for next time. And hopefully we can just continue from where we left off, if that's the case. Sure is an interesting room. Souls. Apparently there was nothing here. Great. Not that I could notice anymore. Two more souls. And gauntlet room. Keep the poison up at all times. Imagine you clear the entire room and then you just get destroyed by the Phantom. Also, I hope there's a confirmation if I end up stepping on this by accident. So that, like, because right there I was kind of boxed in. I guess I could have used the blink to make sure that I don't hit the exit portal, but still. Nothing here. Actually, I don't want to check the locked door. And it is the treat room, but there is just poison field that will actually murderate me here. There we go. And it is indeed just more souls. Cool, alright. This is gonna make me do this entire boss in a reverse control zone. Which is fine because I have anti-micro X configured that I can just, like, swap my controls. But like, at least they're consistently reversed is the thing. Like, if they're always reversed, it's not such a big deal because, like I said, I can just reverse my own controls. But if I didn't have that, that would be a very obnoxious boss. But still, at least the controls are, like, reversed the entire time. And while you're probably going to get confused a little bit, it's not going to change mid-fight. Oh my goodness. I am doing so much dying. Jelly donut filled with so much dying, he now praises the iPad. And now you die. Okay, I'm gonna need to use home for this. Ow. Can you please perish? But maybe the reason that we're dying so much is because of home. If this is home's dream, and I keep dying, then this will never end, and that might be what he wants. Well, that's a great time for the screen clear to come up when 3 phantoms come screaming at my face. And the key ought to be here. Unless there's another room down. There doesn't need to be a phantom in every room game. Oh wait, I already have it. Well, whatever. More souls for the soul pile. More milk for the cornflakes. And more bosses. Okay, given that we've had Hito and Jack, we've had Hito and Jack, we've had Hito and Will, we have Jack and Will here. Which means 430 is almost definitely going to be Hito, Jack, and Will. Ow, I worked directly into that. Lamulana. Yeah, at least this game is more forgiving than Labyrinth, in that I don't have to solve puzzles constantly. one down. Both down. There we go. When does this end? Holy crap. Well, this is pleasant. We're getting all wet. It's so miserable here. Not at all like those other places. It's like a nightmare. This place is really cramping my style. Maybe we should wake up and get out of here. I feel like someone's calling to me. Like there's some reason for me to be here. You're the one who hates water. I guess if you can put up with it, then I'm on board too. Alright, so like I said, I'm going over a little bit today, that's fine. I want to at least finish floor 30. And maybe floor 30 is the end. Maybe floor 30 is the halfway point. Who knows? There is no indication at all of how long this is the thing. The ship to warp dead. Yeah, the ship is pretty much to warp dead alright, because like there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna be dying on every single floor from here on in. Especially if it's going to reverse my fucking control. God damn it. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh god. Oh. I had almost cleared that room. But like, it's just getting harder and more difficult and... Cool, I did that for 5 more Dream Souls. What do they mean? I don't know! What does any of this mean? Who fucking knows? Like, the only tangible thing that I've gotten here is a couple of extra weapons for the characters that exist outside of this dream. As well as 8 additional life orbs. The numbers, what do they mean, Mason? I don't know who Mason is. Get out of my way. I mean, it's you we're talking about. Both you and your brother are literally made of references. Like, you're not quite to the point where you're just Darmok and Gelada Tanagra, but like, pretty damn close. so this is just one. Nothing here, apparently. Cool. I'm kind of glad that I can dismiss my poison field early if I like need to move it or something. I mean, given that I have to go back to the start anyway, I may as well just take a death. Key. Take a key for going out. There we go. Floor 30. Is this going to be the last floor? I frankly doubt it. Is this going to be the last floor of the stream? You better fucking believe. Okay. Key here. Also death here, like holy shit. Also, I don't get why sometimes the phantoms show up while there's still witches on the field. This is making things even messier than they need to be. Fucking reverse controls, goddamn shit, son of a bitch. Can you please die? Holy crap. I would much appreciate it. Also, those eye things, like, I have been noticing that they're firing at me while they're closed. Unless I can't just, like, stare them down and tank them that way. Nothing here. Want to see what's in this locked door, but everything in the world is tanking it, so I guess I'll have to wait until I fucking done. Mutter mumble, mutter mumble. This is the treat room anyway. This is where I want to be. Even though all I'm probably gonna get is 5 more souls. All these souls that I have, Rocket Jockey McGee would be proud. Get in there. Yep, sure enough, it's all 3 of them. I need to get at least one of them down as soon as possible because they are known to have combination attacks. I don't know if they'll use them, but I'd rather not risk their... Like, this isn't what I mean by combination attacks. I mean, like, where they, like, combine into, like, just start swirling around each other and like do screen filling attacks. There's Danmaku up in this bitch. Are we done? Mirror, do you think this place is real? Huh? We decided it was a dream, remember? Reflecting harder here. Things that I've envisioned in my head are happening. It's like a dream where everything's getting pulled from my mind. But it feels strange. We're both too aware for dreams. It's not just lucid. It's like it is when we're awake. You're right about that. Even some of the things they said were things I had no way of knowing. Sometimes they seem like they act on their own. But if they came from my mind, how could that be? Must be because of Labyrinth. It can see people's thoughts, change its form based on what's in their heads. It can even hold memories of the people who've traveled inside it. So this place, it's like a hybrid. A normal dream given physical form by the power of the Labyrinth. Cool, it's like your dream's made real. But it isn't. It's all fake. Reflecting heart, they might really be convincing, but the real people died. They're gone. They're never coming back. Whoa, home, such a downer. It may be comforting, even fun, but deep down I've known the truth all along. In this place with its cold rain, the darkness and hopelessness, that's the truth bubbling out. I think I'm ready to wake up now. Well, what about us? You're just gonna ditch us? You really think we're not real? I'm sorry guys, but it's true. I always knew that eventually I would have to wake up and face reality. Still though, it's been good to see you both. Even if you're not really them, spending time with you has helped me. I understand if you have to leave, but it doesn't have to be forever. Yeah, stop with the depressing junk. You can come back anytime you want. I'll remember that. And if I miss them so much that it gets unbearable, maybe I'll be back. And we're back. Man, that was refreshing. Yeah. You okay? As much as I'll ever be. I can't indulge myself forever. Vanice is waiting. Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole realm of death smothering the world thing. Still, from the time I spent dreaming, I feel a little stronger now. Well, that's good. Let's go kick her butt. Okay. This is fascinating. Because what this implies is that it wants me to do this over and over again and power up my characters and grind to some goal, I guess? And then we also have a conduit here. Anyway, that can be someone else's goal. Because, like, I'm sure we could just keep grinding through the dream world forever. But I think I'm good. I did one full loop, and that's fine. So I'm gonna call it there. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for hanging out. We had Zero, J-Pop, Jewel, Anonymous was in there too. I think that's everyone. Anyway, the next scheduled stream is going to be on Sunday at, Sunday at 8 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And that is the Sunday Super Shuffle. We're going to do some more Archipelago shenanigans. Next stream after that on Monday at noon Atlantic Standard Time, a day in Eorzea, where we're going to continue our playthrough with Blaze and Sakairi. And Patches. Can't forget Patches, even if they're not streaming. They're still there. And that takes us around the week, around the wheel to our next long run stream next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And we're going to take a look at one last thing in this Tales of the Labyrinth series, which is probably going to be kind of interesting. I've certainly mentioned it a couple of times, but now we're actually going to get into it. Yeah, I think that is about it. Yeah, so thank y'all for watching. I'm Coolio if you don't know, and I'll see you guys next time.